Hello, I'm Ross Kenneth Erkin, personal finance editor at TheStreet.com. Today I'm joined by Abraham Riesman,
Hello.
documentary filmmaker and journalist. You published a piece earlier this week for us about peer-to-peer payments and how none of your friends will adopt Venmo or any of the other PayPal-esque technologies that exist.
Right. Well, here's the thing. So my inspiration for this was I was having dinner with about 5 other friends, all of them literally Harvard graduates.
Yeah.
Literally, these are, this is the creme de la creme, right? Intellectually and
Arguably,
yeah. Let's just be real here. These are the smartest people anyway. But so we're eating and we get the check and it's like $116 odd, something like that, and we all sort of do a little collective like, oh my goodness, that's so much money. Oh well, we'll just split it. It's no big deal. And
you're having your tiramisu or your
right.
chocolate
We're having mousse.
Yeah.
It was a good mousse. I could do a shout out for Lasso on the Lower East Side. It's a good restaurant.
Good.
And it took us no less than 15 minutes to figure out this bill. And we're not alone. This is how things work these days, right? I mean, and has been since time immemorial. You go out with a group of people, 2 people it's fine, 3 people it's a little difficult, but you go 4, it's like, colony collapse in like a rat colony or something. Just all of a sudden it's just chaos. It's this war of all against all. Because, some people, you can't just split it evenly because, you have people who got, 2 drinks and people who were in on appetizers and people who weren't, people who showed up late and, didn't have appetizers at all.
It's a big fuster club.
Yeah. Please, we can say that on the internet.
Yeah,
Okay,
with spoonerisms.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll try and mix up as many consonants as I can. The thing that occurred to me was like, it's 2013. We're all people who have smartphones. Why is this happening? Why is this difficult for us? Why are we still like scratching out long division on napkins? And I thought there's got to be an app for that. Now, here's the thing. There kind of is. Because yeah, like you mentioned, there's Venmo and PayPal. This is peer-to-peer mobile payment. But not everybody's on it. It's not a total excuse because you can, text things or email things otherwise. But the trouble is, like, even there, what, do you like pick one person and everybody like, that person puts down his or her card and then everybody like pays small amounts to that person? What if you get an amount wrong? There's so much that's complicated about peer-to-peer payments in the context of like an uneven, what if people are paying as a couple, blah, blah, blah. And there are apps that do check splitting, and they're really great in a lot of ways for math. I mean, you got like Biller, which, in classic app spelling doesn't have an E, it's just B-I-L-L-R, or like Divvy.
Yeah,
these are
hip.
Right, the hip
And
one.
it does your arithmetic.
Does your arithmetic in fantastic ways. Can't recommend them highly enough. But they don't have payment functions. These are not things that are allied with banks or credit card companies. It's just, it's just doing the math for you. So what I realized was, not to get all Larry David on everybody, but like, why don't we all have cash? Get one of these, tip calculation apps, or you can, or not, bill calculation things, where you can, figure out like these people were in on appetizers, these people weren't, and the apps are very well designed for that. And then just have a lot of cash on you. And if you have a 20, don't use the whole like, oh, you only have a 20, I can't pay excuse.
Right.
Like, you go get the 20 broken. All of a sudden, it is astoundingly easy. The app has told you how much money you owe. You put in that exact amount of money. Everybody walks away clean, done and dusted. Nobody has to be ashamed of their inability to figure out numbers.
Sure.
It's great.
This is your rant that you had for us.
Oh, this is my rant.
And you're kind of the disciple of what? Are you a disciple?
Who's my teacher?
No, are you a disciple of kind of peer-to-peer payment, or are you just simply wanting cash?
I love peer-to-peer payment. Is great for a lot of things. The other day, a friend of mine bought us tickets to go see Solange Knowles.
Sure. As one does.
Yeah, wonderful artist. Who doesn't want to go see Solange Knowles? And they were pretty expensive tickets, and we wanted to be seated next to each other. Yeah. And so he bought the 2 tickets, and immediately I just sent him a Venmo charge for the absurd amount of money that ticket was going to cost. So peer-to-peer payments are not awful. They just don't completely solve all of our problems.
Right.
The best way, if you're sending a large amount of money to somebody, it's large-ish. It's a good way to do it. If both of you on Venmo and the person owes you money, you can like charge it from them. But I'm a big disciple of cash because, today, my hair looked terrible this morning. I went and got it cut. And yeah, it's a cash-only enterprise. And it's just, there's no reason not to have cash on you, I guess, unless you're deathly afraid of being robbed, in which case, I probably am speaking really out of turn and sound completely out of touch with your life. But that said, at least have like a few 20s on you.
I'm with you. Broken. I think that's the ultimate takeaway.
This isn't a point counterpoint. This is too bad. I have no one here to. The comments thread got really lit up. There were although people really turned on restaurants. They were like, it's the restaurant's responsibility to do split checks. But anyway, I could go on and on.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you fight that battle online.
Oh, and I do every day.
Thank you for joining us on the Moola Files.
Great to be here.
Abraham Riesman, journalist and documentary filmmaker.